Good afternoon, and we are here
Hello.
for another draw. Hello, Jake.
Hello. Yes, Alex is gallivanting about up in Big Town, so you've got me again.
Excellent. That's good to see. Always good to see you, Jake. Always lovely to see you. What a grey day it's been here. I don't know. I keep seeing pictures of Scotland of blue skies, and here it looks like a right bleak day. Grey, wet, dark. It's almost like someone's turned the lights off outside.
I don't think I've seen any blue sky for a few days.
No. I saw a little patch last night as the sun was going down, just a wee patch.
Are you still blocked in, surrounded by water like last week?
We are still surrounded by water here. Yeah, I was just reading an update on the local council page, and I think it's going to be several weeks before they get to the bottom of this. And then they reckon there could be damage to the road underneath. It's been underwater over a week now.
Geez.
And it's not shallow water. It's in its deepest part. There's a full-size container which used to house the pumps that disappeared completely. So that's at least 2.5 meters underwater at the deepest. But I think it's probably deeper than that. But never mind.
onto cheerier topics.
But we've got a lake of whiskey to give away. Now,
exactly.
Last week we were coming up to our 1 year of doing these every week, and you gave me a little bit of information the other day about these, of how many competitions that we've run.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you got those to hand?
It's 491 competitions, so that's prizes that we've given away. But obviously I wanted to know how many bottles, because some of these collections have been huge. So I'm going to try and work.
Seven, or have we had eight bottle collections? Have we maybe? I don't know. There's been some big ones.
We've given, we've given a few. The other week it was a number of collections on there, one after the other. Like, what? How many bottles of whiskey? But it's not so many this time. I think we've got a collection of 3 this week, and a collection of 2, and everything else is a single bottle. But yeah, a couple of weeks ago it was like a 5 and a 7, and what? More bottles of whiskey than you can poke a stick at.
So did you go through painstakingly line by line and add up every bottle, or?
Well, I might be able to do that one evening. When there's nothing on the telly. Well, there isn't ever anything on the telly. So
it's well over 500 bottles, isn't it? And I mean, I think it's was it over £600,000 worth of whiskey we've given away over the last year, Dave?
Wow, £600,000 worth of prizes. Wow, that's incredible. A lot of whiskey. Aye. Oh, well, thank you very much for everyone playing along. If you're still watching this, thank you. So we're going to do the draw for another 10 lots, another 10 prizes shortly. I'm just having a look ahead of what's coming next week, and most of next week has already sold out. There's just 3 lots, the 3 big ones. There is a Rosebank 26-year-old from our Forgotten Gems. I do love a drop of old Rosebank. I know the distillery is now back running again. A site I'd never thought I'd see, I must admit, when I went to the last time I was up in Falkirk to see that distillery in such a sad state. But I'm so glad it's back and running. And yes, we've got a long time to wait, not quite 26 years before we see whiskey again from that distillery. But yeah, this is a bottle of our Forgotten Gems, so it's just a tiny release. That's £7 a ticket. There's a Macallan 10-year-old cask strength in a 1 litre bottle. That must be a collectible 1 litre bottling, because you don't see them very often, I must admit. So there's some tickets available for that. That's £8 a ticket. And the one that I knew I'm going to be trying to pronounce in a minute, the Yamazaki, it's Tsukuriwake series collections. I can't. My Japanese is non-existent. Tsukuriwake, which means artisanship through a diversity of making. So it's a limited edition whiskey, and that's still there. £12 a ticket. That's the big ticket item. So it's
the full range, isn't it?
A full range of, that's 4 bottles, isn't it? Yes,
Yeah.
5 bottles.
All of this year's releases, I think.
5 bottles, is that right? 4 bottles.
Yeah.
For 2 18-year-olds, the peated, and 3 from Yamazaki, 1 from Hakushu. Yes, there you go. So that's available for next week. So the only tickets that are available for next week's the Glenfiddich Whisky Collection has gone. What else? The rum, Tita Craft Rum 21-year-old, all sold out. The Bamore 16-year-old from Wind and Wave sold out. Edward Hour, they're all sold out. And the Octomore went pretty quickly, I must admit. There have been a few new bottles gone up yesterday. A Balvenie 30-year-old. That's a real treat, I must admit. That's just £10 a ticket. The Balvenie 30-year-old. I think we've got a 21-year-old Portwood, one of my all-time favourite Balvenies, in the draw for today.
Indeed.
There's a collection of 4 20-year-old plus Bamores, the Aston Martin Masters Selection. So that's 21-year-old and 22-year-old editions 1, 2, 3, and 4 from the Isla Distillery of Bamore at £8 a ticket. There is the Hennessy Paradis, Hennessy over here, but Hennessy over in France. That is a special bottle of cognac there. That's £6 a ticket. Cognac, a whole collection. This will be popular. You will move quickly. Glen Scotia, collection of 5 whiskies for just £5 a ticket. So that's the 9, the 12, the 14, the 15, and the 18-year-old. I've got a couple of them downstairs in my cabinet. I'm sure I've got a bottle of 18 down there open. I must have to go and revisit that after this.
I think you should. Yeah, that's a lovely selection there.
That is a great selection of Glen Scotia. If you like your Glen Scotias, just £5 a ticket, and only 99 tickets available for that draw. So you've got to move quickly. And I did have a quick look, and they're moving quite well already, seeing as they only listed yesterday. For the rummies, there is a little collection of Dictador Sinfonia Fino cask collection. So there's 3 Dictador rums, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, and a 22-year-old from the years 2000, 2008, 2009 that have all been finished in a Fino sherry casks.
Do you like a drop of Fino? And do you like a Fino cask too?
I do like a drop of Fino, or I much more prefer an Amontillado personally. But hey, that's me. I haven't tried any Fino rum, so they must have been doing this for a little while. And to have 3 of them, it must work well, because Fino is quite a delicate white wine. So it must be working quite well. So that's just £5 a ticket, and there is a collection of 3. So next week? We've got a collection of 4, collection of 5, and 2 collections of 3 up there already. So there's a Glen Cadden.
We're going to have to find out how many bottles it is in total, aren't we? Yeah.
We are going to have to work out how many bottles have been given away on our competitions here. So that's only 89 tickets available for this Glen Cadden Sherry Cask Finish collection. And so there's 2 15-year-olds, a 2007, a 2008, and a 2006 17-year-old. So they've all been sherry cask finishes. Fantastic. Different sherry finishes. Oloroso, Madeira, and Pedro Jimenez. So that's all coming up. There are some new prizes coming up later this week. I've had a quick look what's coming up, and there's some pretty exciting stuff, I must admit. Sneak previews, so keep your eyes peeled on Master of Malt Competitions. I haven't done this before, but there's a Bushmills. Don't tell everyone, but there's a Bushmills 32 coming up.
You're looking ahead.
Oh my word. There's a Glengarry 33-year-old, and I do know that very well. That's a boutique whiskey bottling, and it is spectacular. Old school Glengarry always makes me weep a little bit because it is just so good. So this would have been floor malted Glengarry. It would have been peated Highland peat. It is spectacular. There's a 30-year-old Cameron Bridge in the run-up, and a very special Glendronach 10-year-old, a Luke Skywalker edition. I have no idea who Luke Skywalker is. He must be very special at the distillery.
I forgot you're one of these people.
Wow. I'm one of those people. I do know who he is, but I've never seen the movie.
Of course you do.
I knew.
How are there people out there who haven't seen Star Wars? It's not right.
I haven't seen it. What's the point?
I need to sit you down, like Orange Star, with your eyes held open and force you to watch it now.
What, take my eyes open?
Yeah. In front of a big cinema screen.
I've never been interested in anything like that, I must admit. But there you go. Luke Skywalker, it will mean something to somebody. To me, it's just a bottle of whiskey. But to somebody...
Well, that's good enough, yeah. Well, let's get cracking. Let's get to the exciting bit. Let's see who's winning some whiskey today.
Let's do that. Let's get the first one up. Are you ready with that wheel, young Jake?
I believe so. Yeah, I think we've got it all lined up there.
Let's pop that up there then. Now, this is a Kirk and Sweeney XO rum. So this is a new range with their XO expression. Tremendous rum from the Dominican Republic. It was a £5 ticket and it sold out pretty quickly. Let's pick a winner, Jake.
Let's do it. Charlotte C. Nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Charlotte. It's a lovely looking bottle. I must admit, the decanter there and the box, it looks very, very special. Okay, up next, we're going to go to Ireland for a drop of Potts still whiskey, the Redbreast 18-year-old. Again, this sold out pretty quick. It is an impressive addition to the Redbreast. We all know the 12 and the 15 quite well. I'm not familiar with the 18. Nobody has sent me any, which is a shame. I do like the cask strength 12-year-old, I must admit, and the 15 was superb. And some of the other Redbreasts I've tasted over the years have all been good. Irish pot still whiskey. But here's an 18-year-old. It was just fine.
In the office. It's Chris's whiskey of the month for this month, for October.
Wow.
I think it's there's certainly some interesting sherry used. I think there's some like cream sherry casks and ruby port casks in the mix, as well as the usual bourbon and Oloroso. Yeah.
Sweet sherry, cream sherry. It's a very English, British thing, cream sherry. Very much a cream sherry, very much a British thing. Anyway, let's pick a winner. Someone's looking forward to, someone's looking forward to winning this because it sold out pretty quickly. Not an awful lot of tickets there by looks of things.
No, pretty good odds.
Pretty good odds.
It's got C. I was just watching it just tick over into the next segment there.
Click, 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 click. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Congratulations, Scott. We've got a collection of 3 whiskies for this next lot. This is a little Glendronach collection, a 12, 15 and an 18-year-old. So an instant whiskey collection there to put up on your shelves. I must admit, I am not that familiar with Glendronach. It's a distillery that really I haven't been to. I haven't visited the distillery. And I don't think I bought an awful lot of Glendronach over the years. And I wish I had.
Before while we've been chatting, when I've been filling in for Alex, and I told you you'll go away and have some, Dave. You haven't done your homework.
I haven't done my homework. No, you're dead.
Your assignment from the last session.
Yes, yeah. It's probably because we haven't bottled a Glendronach as a boutique, so it's not one I've dug into. But yes, as the old whiskey discovery, I need to go and have a look to see which ones. I mean, some of the old 21-year-old Parliament and things that I have tasted over the years, but it's not something that really sticks in my head, I must admit. Anyway,
these new smart bottles, sort of brand new designs recently.
They
Think
do look pretty.
a
Yeah,
price increase as well, but yeah.
they do. They do. I mean, the
What's a more
color,
valuable prize, Dave?
the labels look fantastic. Those classic sort of burgundy green and that sort of very regal blue there. They do look rather special, I must admit. Let's pick out winner.
Let's find them a home. Yeah. Marching K.
Congratulations, Martin. Please enjoy those Glendronachs and share them with your friends, and yeah, have a responsibly lovely time. Okay, this one I've got a very soft spot for the Balvenie Portwood. It was one of those life-changing whiskies in your whiskey discovery journey. I've been to the Balvenie distillery several times. It's a beautiful distillery to have a look around. The floor maltings, it's just that whole area of Speyside is just beautiful. Again, this sold out pretty quickly. It's an expensive bottle of whiskey these days. I remember it was in the 80s pounds, and it was an expensive bottle of whiskey then. It was a special treat to get the bottle of that. It's a very special treat these days.
Yeah, like you say, one of my favourite distilleries. Yeah. Echo everything you've just said. Absolutely.
Yes,
Another that's been our whiskies of the month on Master of Malt in recent months.
It would definitely be one of my whiskies of the month if I was asked. Yes, absolutely. Right, let's pick a winner for this one because somebody's anxious to win this one too.
No doubt. All right, let's spin that wheel. Simon P.
Congratulations, Simon. It's a lovely drop of whiskey. Enjoy that. I know I would. And Jacob too. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, we've got a brace of Lagavulin here.
Ooh, yeah.
A brace of Lagavulin 12-year-olds too. So one is called The Flames of the Phoenix and looks remarkably like a boutique label, doesn't it? All that sort of graphic novel illustration on it. I do tease Diageo every now and again that they're copying our labels. And then there's the Ink of Legends, another standout there. So one has been finished in a tequila cask. That's the ink, the Ink of Legends, in a tequila cask, and the other one is a heavily peated in new American oak cask alongside refill casks. So two Lagavulin 12-year-olds, just £5 a ticket. Both of these are the special releases. I've just seen the new special releases, and there's another 12-year-old added to the range. I've just seen them been launched, haven't they? From Diageo. These are from 2022 and 2023.
Yeah, so the early one's got the peat dialed up, I think. And
right,
tequila cask, as you say. So
I must admit, I've been some of the tequila cask whiskies I've tasted have been pretty. I like it when it really comes through in that tequila, just that.
Well, what's the point, right? Yeah, but yes, absolutely.
That agave kicks in, and there's just a little. Oh, there it is. That little hint of agave coming through. It's a nice little touch. Anyway, let's pick a winner.
Let's do it. Best of luck, everyone. Is John P.
Congratulations, John. There we go. I thought we'd stay in Islay for our next one. And it's a big one. Just one bottle, but it is 30 years old. So this is a new release, a 30-year-old from this year from the island of Islay, the distillery Lefroy, just along the coast from Lagavulin. So yes, this is a 30-year-old single malt. Wow. Beautiful, I would say. Old Lefroy, that peat level. 30 years ago, when did they make that conscious decision? It was in the 90s they made that conscious decision to increase the, I think this probably been before they increased the peating levels. But this has been maturing in a selection of American and European oak, sherry hogsheads and butts, and ex-bourbon and ex-sherry. So it would be delicious. They wouldn't bottle it if it wasn't. But yes, here's a big one, and this one's sold out. Just £5 a ticket. Let's pick a winner.
Stunning. Yeah, let's do it.
You'll notice there's a few more tickets for this one.
Yeah, well, £5 tickets for a 30-odd Lafroig. Yeah, funny enough. Yeah.
It's a bit more expensive.
Edward F. Congratulations. Yeah, I certainly had to wait for the wheel to stop to read the name on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen it, would you? There were so many little names on there. Right, congratulations, Edward. Right, maybe I should have put this Campbelltown first. In a tasting, would you put Campbelltown first? I probably would have done, but we have a Campbelltown next, and it is that's Springbank Odd Cask. When I first read it as an odd cask, I thought ODD. Maybe it's just ODD, but no, it is an odd cask, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so sorry. I'm just sorting out the wheel. I do know the story of this one. Right, that's all ready. Yeah, so I think the story goes that it was during a period where Springbank had stopped production, and one of their competitors said that they were an odd bunch or something for doing that. It was sort of playful and you know not mean spirited, just sort of poking a little bit of fun. But they sort of owned it and did these bottlings. And I don't know if it was them or sort of whiskey fans, but it then became original, distinct, and defiant. That was what it stood for. So there you go. Springbank, original, distinct, and defiant.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it. So this one is a rum cask finish. Rum cask finish? Oh, is it? Yes, it's been in a light rum cask between 1997 and 2009. So it's been in a rum cask for a long time.
Yeah.
Most of its life, all of its life, is that right? But yes, part of the ODD Odd Cask selection from Springbank. Again, just £5 a ticket. Are obviously very, very popular, as Springbank always is. Highly desirable bit of Springbank because they make so little of it, and so many people have fallen in love with Springbank's charms. You can go to school there and learn how to make whiskey. Not only learn, you can actually make whiskey there, which is a fabulous distillery. Anyway, let's pick a one.
Highly in demand, as you say. So yeah, this one's a treat. So best of luck.
They just can't make it fast enough.
I can't. That's it. Not without cutting any corners. And Christopher H has smoked that bottle. Congratulations, Christopher.
Christopher, congratulations. Yes, I've just seen what I've got coming up next. I should have put it the other way around. We should have had that before the Isla, because I'm going back to Isla. One of our star prizes, the three big ticket items, a Bunnahabhain 30-year-old. Oh, yum, 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 from 1988. New Acquaintance. Released to the successor of the Old Acquaintance, released in 2002. So this is celebrated to turn of the decade in 2020, distilled on the 1st of December 1988. A turbulent time for whiskies, the late 80s. Lots of distilleries closing down or being mothballed. A few distilleries closed on Isla, and certainly or stopped producing. Yeah, there was a couple of them, three of them. One lost for a while and two mothballed for a while. So yes, here we go. A 30-year-old Bunnahabhain, 3 decades in French oak casks, and bottled on the 14th of November 2019.
Yes, this one's, like you say, it's sort of a successor for the Old Acquaintance, isn't it? Which I don't know if that's a bit of a play on the Old Alliance, with it being French casks. Yeah, 30-year-old Bunna, stunning.
Alliance, as you're saying, with the French casks. Yeah. Okay, let's pick a winner for this one. This was just £6 a ticket.
LEC.
Congratulations, Ellie. Look forward to hearing what you think of that 30-year-old. We'd love to know. Let us know. Send the pictures when you get those bottles, because our team are just waiting to get in touch with you and send those bottles out to you. Right, we've got 2 more to get through, and this first one is a new Glenfiddich 31-year-old. Their Grand Chateau 31-year-old. I'm a big fan of the Glenfiddich distillery as a tourist attraction, and the whiskies. They make a lovely whiskey too. It didn't quite pique the interest of all of you lot out there, I must admit. So this one didn't sell out. It's just £7 a ticket. I can't remember how much this bottle of whiskey would cost you to buy. Not quite sold out there. Did okay, but not quite a sellout as we'd have hoped. Anyway, so there's even better odds. I think 199 of you did pick a ticket for it.
I think it's £1,500 whiskey. So,
have you tried this, Jake?
I haven't. No, not yet. I believe it seems almost unbelievable these days with people doing all these different types of casks all over the shop. But I think this is supposed to be the first Glenfiddich to use red wine from Bordeaux.
Right, yeah, big red wine cask, isn't it? Yes. Mm. Lovely.
Partly red wine finished or matured, yeah.
Let's get that wheel up and pick that winner.
Dejan R. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dejan. And I hope you enjoy that 31-year-old Grand Chateau from Glenfiddich. Okay, our last one this evening, this afternoon, even. It looks this evening because it's so dark here. Sitting here in the sweatshirt and the lights on, and it's only 4:30. Oh. We got the big one from Dalmore, the 30-year-old whiskey. It's called the Dalmore Seti. Phenomenal 30-year-old expression. First aged in ex-bourbon barrels, just like every Scotch is really, to be honest. And then this has been treated to some lengthy finishing. But Gonzalez, Richard Patterson's big Methuselah sherry casks. He does big Gonzalez Bias Methuselah sherry. It's a fabulous, those old Methuselah sherries are fabulous sherries to if you see them sip alongside. So they do have them every now and again. 20 and 30-year-old special treat for Christmas. But this is a special treat for someone. This was £15 a ticket. Didn't quite pique the interest of all of you, but I know there's a lot of Dalmore collectors and fans out there. So quite a few of you did, but it wasn't a sellout. But let's pick a winner for that.
No, but it's like you say, £15 tickets. I think it's something like it's a £4,500 whiskey up for grabs here. So
that's a big old whiskey.
And you'll see lots of people on the wheels. Fingers crossed for all of you who did buy a ticket.
Indeed, yes.
Here we go. It's the big one. Phil S. Mega, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Phil. You've won the 30-year-old, the star prize, and the speedboat. The speedboat is what we need here in Deepest Midway. That's what we need here, and I could get around. At least we could do the crossing of the A421.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
There have been so many memes on the local Facebook pages of people putting different style boats and aircraft carriers in the big puddle as we have on our main road now. But, There we go. Another 10 prizes to add to the multitude of prizes that we had earlier. And are we happy?
So yeah, like Dave said earlier, we love to see that your beaming, smiling faces when the bottles land, and let us know. Yeah, let us know how you find it. Yeah.
So is that that'd be 501 if that was the next 10. 501 prizes now. We just now need to count the bottles up.
Yep.
Do a quick sum.
So yeah, officially more than 500 competitions. Done and dusted.
So congratulations to all of our winners today. Sorry if you didn't win. There are more prizes next week. There's another 10 prizes next week, and there'll be another 10 the following week. I'll be back here the same time next week. Maybe Jake will be here. Maybe Alex will be here. There'll be someone else here to spin those wheels for me, as I'm incapable of spinning wheels. Spinning plates, but not wheels.
Always spinning plates, yeah.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on Master of Malt competitions for those new whiskies coming up for live at 54. Those 4 I mentioned earlier. If you missed them, you'll have to rewind right back to the start to find out what the little hints I gave away, or listen next week. It's been a pleasure, Jake. Lovely to see you.
Always, Dave. Always lovely to see you. I'll speak to you soon.